So the sheet and the previous videos have all detailed for level 5. What about levels 0 through 4? I did finally finish working on this. And this is honestly pretty minimal because it only takes 350 cans to unlock level 5. You get this way faster than you would expect 350 cans, but I was going to do this for myself anyways because it might come as a surprise, but I do enjoy min-maxing things. And I figured I might as well make it presentable in case anybody else wants this. So here is all of the routes from level 00 to level 4. Level 00 being even before you unlock your first run-up. A couple of notes, like I said, you're spending the vast majority of your time at level 5, so this is pretty minimal. These routes also aren't 100% because when you level up, you will gain things. You'll gain super luckies. I think when you unlock run-up, I'm pretty sure you gain a run-up too. So you're going to just get power-ups at random places, and you can't really control it because you can't make yourself die. Most you can do is notice that you're going to get a level up and then maybe route it into your thing. In terms of when to use it, I'll explain like the logic behind the routing and it should make sense, but basically you just try and use your power-ups to skip low odds. So I also did just pick myself what I think was the best route for each level, and you can see it down here. You'll notice that like we're only prioritizing 100 meters. I talked about 100 versus 200 at level 5 before, and at level 5 it's always better to do 200. It's just better in both quality and quantity. So you're always going to prioritize 200 at level 5, but prior to level 5, we're always going to go 100 just because that one extra super lucky that you start with actually does impact quite a lot. That's also why our odds to get the 30 ES gear are kind of flatlines here, because once you get your first super lucky, it's enough to do the 100 meter prio strat, and we're just going to consistently do it. But as you level up, you'll see everything goes up, right? You have more 32 ES gear consistently, more 34. I'm missing a little bit of data for 36, but you're not hitting 36 here, unless you do. And congrats. But your quantity of gear goes up too, so quality and quantity, of course, obviously goes up as you level up. And then over here is where everything starts. I don't have a lot of cans, I only have 14. I will be saving my leaves for later, and I'll explain why in like another video sometime, just the Epic Dash farming stuff. But you can see your super lucky levels here and how many cans you've used. You can see what you need to unlock it: 50, 100, 150, 250, 350. And let's go ahead and get right into it. So here, level 00, this is before you even get your run-up. It's pretty simple. You just run and then protect the last two right before you make it to the chest. And you just keep on doing that. So I'm pretty sure you get a run-up when you unlock run-up at 20 cans. One thing to factor in is that when you protect, you don't move. So you get to use another can. And this is actually going to move your run-up unlock a little bit further, like earlier, if you do have to like try twice here because you would consume an extra can. So your run-up is going to unlock at like a different point. If you know that your run-up is unlocking at like 170, for example, then maybe use your protects here instead. Basically, you can kind of plan around it, but pretty minimal. You spend 20 whole cans here, it doesn't matter that much. And that's also why, like here, I route in the run-up, just in case anybody's looking down here, because you do have run-up at this point. So now actual level 0, no super lucky, but we do have run-up. You're just going to run, pretty much the same as before, but we'll use the run-up to skip over the low odds at the end, and this will give us a pretty high chance, well maybe not that high, but a relatively high chance to get 100 meter 30 equipment score chest. And then from there, you're going to just keep on repeating that over and over again, because every 100 you get 2 protects and a run-up, so you just keep on spamming that until you hit 50 cans and you unlock super lucky. Let's move on. So now you start with 1 super lucky and you recharge every 200 meters. That is a little bit unfortunate because it means that we don't get an extra super lucky before hitting the 32 ES chest. So our odds of hitting 32 are not very good, but we can have the optimal 100 meter strat at least. You're going to run, protect, run up, and super lucky, and boom, you're at 100. So we'll talk a little bit about just how you prioritize, like, using your power-ups. The order is super lucky is the best, run up is second best, and then protect is afterwards. And it's pretty simple, honestly. You just want to use them to cover the lowest odds possible. So we're going to use Super Lucky at the end, because of the lowest odds run up right before it, because those are the ones, like, the next lowest odds, then Protect before that. So you can pretty much follow those rules when you're trying to route power-ups from level up, or just in general, like maybe like you just did something different because you felt like it and you want to know how to use it. You can just follow those rules in your head, and I think it's not that hard to play around. And you can see an example of it here too. So every 50 after you pass 100, your rates jump back up a little bit. That is why when you go from 100 to 200, instead of just doing like protect, protect, run up, you protect a little bit earlier, because these are the next two lowest odds. Because at 150 it goes back up to 70, 70 and 64 are higher than 56 and 50. If you had a third protect somehow, you would use it at 63 even. And then run up, we're going to skip the lowest odds instead. So I think that should hopefully help people like tell how to use their power-ups and whatnot. But you'll spend about 50 cans worth here, and then we'll move on to level 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is combined because you don't get anything. Your max goes from 1 to 2, hooray. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that really does is if you like level up here, I guess, and you get an extra Super Lucky, you'll be able to hold them both or something. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, from here, we're still doing the 100-meter strat, so there's run, run, protect, protect, run up, Super Lucky. And then going from level 1 to level 2 shifts your recharge a little bit earlier. It's at 180 now, which is nice because we can use it to skip 2 steps, only 2 instead of 3, because you unlock at 180 and we're aiming for 200. But it'll increase our odds of getting 200 by quite a bit. An increase by 10%. So we're going to run, run, and then we're going to run up here because of the rate jump at 70, the lowest odds are up here. Like I mentioned, this is why we protected here. We're going to use run up and skip this instead because we're replacing the run up with the Super Lucky. So you're going to run up here, skip down to here, and then we're going to run once, protect twice, because these are the next lowest odds after the run up, and then we're going to Super Lucky from 180. There is, like, of course, the slight inefficiency that we are wasting a skip, essentially, if we're looking just at the 32 equipment score chest, but it doesn't really matter, we can't do anything about it, so it is what it is. And then I did, like, include the routes for going further down, but we're not going to really go over it, because the odds are just so low. And then after 150 cans, you do spend a decent bit of time here. You make it to level 4. And from level 4, we now run charge at 150, which is the same as level 5 recharge. It's just level 5, we start with 2, here we start with 1. So pretty much same as always. We're going to do the usual 100-meter strat, I think you guys get it at this point. And then, because we unlock our recharge at 150 now, we can shift that Super Lucky back 1 to 170, where you do want to use it. And we can maximize all 3 skips to increase our odds of getting 200 meters by pretty much another 10%, 9%. And then this also means that we're going to move the run-up. We're still going to use it at 120 because these are the lowest odds. But we're going to move one of the protects. Instead of just shifting them both up, we're going to move the protect all the way up to 110 because that is, 1% lower odds than 150. If that's annoying to like remember, then you can just use it at the 150 instead. It's a 1% difference, not a huge deal, but that is where you should ideally be using it here at 110, and then you run at 150. And then going forward, once you hit 300, you're just doing the level 5 route, because for the level 5 route, we blow all of our Super Luckies by the time we hit 200, right? So it just kind of like swaps back to the level 5 route. And that's pretty much it for levels 0 through 4. Like I said, it's pretty minimal, it's pretty simple. You just hit level 5 as fast as you can, whenever you feel like spending your energy, and then we are going to, just go back to following this. I'm going to blow my cans because why not? I do have to actually check this. Like I said, I literally made this for myself. I'm currently level 1, so let's go ahead and move this over here. I'm at 10 meters, so I think I'm supposed to run. One more. Nice, and then we're going to protect. Well, Like again? I don't like seeing those get consumed. This is a literal 50-50. No, she fell. Okay, at least we got the first chest. Run, run, protect. And we do get the energy drink refund, which is kind of nice. Oh, I actually do have enough cans to hit exactly level 10. So that's pretty much it. I don't have a lot of cans. Oh, hey, we leveled up. So we have another super lucky, but I am out of cans. If I were to route this in just as like a thought exercise, so I'm essentially over here now, kind of. Well, I guess I'm still technically here. So I have an extra can. I mean, the way to route this in is pretty easy, right? You would just redo this section, because now my power-ups are the same as I would at the start, so I would just repeat this. I just go run, run, protect, protect, run up, super lucky, and hopefully we make it. So yeah, that's it for this quick little like early game guide. This is definitely a lot more niche. I don't think a lot of people would need this, but it's for fun. We're min-maxing stuff, and good luck with your lucky dashes on your way to level 5.